It is a fresh blow to Pakistan's anti-terrorism pretense. A new document from the Directorate of Intelligence certifies banned terror group Hizbul Mujahideen chief Syed Salahuddin as a bona fide official of the ISI. This letter, obtained by the Indian intelligence agencies, confirms the links between a terror group and Pakistan's intelligence services. According to this document, Salahuddin has security clearance which states that he should not be stopped unnecessarily at security checkpoints. This letter is issued in the name of the director. It states that it is certified with Inter-Services Intelligence in Islamabad. The letter claims that the Hizbul Mujahideen chief is a bona fide official of the department and shares details of the vehicle in which the terrorist travels. The letter also states that Salahuddin is security-wise cleared and should not be unnecessarily stopped. According to this copy of the letter accessed, the clearance is valid till the 31st of December this year. Now, this is another proof against Pakistan's claims of acting against terrorism on its soil. More importantly, this comes right ahead of a very crucial FATF meeting. The Financial Action Task Force, in its next plenary, will verify Pakistan's progress when it comes to countering money laundering and terror financing. This new letter issued for the Hizbul chief is likely to be seen by the global anti-terror financing watchdog before it makes any decision. The global watchdog placed Pakistan on its grey list in June 2018, and since then Pakistan has received extensions as it failed to comply with the conditions to get it off that grey list. Many believe that this could be the last resort for Pakistan before being blacklisted, and this letter certainly does not help the country's case. Joining us live on the broadcast for more perspectives is a very special guest, Lieutenant General Syed Salahuddin, Strategic Affairs Analyst. Thanks very much, sir, for speaking with us. This letter confirms links between the terror group and Pakistan's intelligence services. What does this tell us about the kind of support that terror groups are receiving on Pakistani soil?
Thank you. It's great being on your show. There's no doubt that for some time now, the FATF, even other investigation agencies, have been homing on primarily to Lashkar-e-Toiba, the Jaish-e-Mohammed and such groups. Also to the Haqqani group in Afghanistan and things like that, and the links to the ISI. The Hizbul Mujahideen has been on the back burner ever since it got placed. It got recognized in 2018 and was banned by the United States. This is fresh evidence. It's good fresh evidence. In fact, Syed Salahuddin is referred here as the Amir Hizbul Mujahideen, and it's there in black and white. But knowing Pakistan's ability to wriggle out, that is the only aspect of suspicion here now. Otherwise, September is the time when this whole review is going to take place in the plenary in Paris. And this kind of an evidence is in black and white. But Pakistan is recently known also to have admitted about Dawood Ibrahim, and then all of a sudden denied it. Subsequently, with this now, I'm sure they will find some means by which they will say that this is a plant and this is some kind of a fraud being perpetrated by Indian intelligence agencies. So knowing Pakistan's record, everything is possible in terms of its attempts to wriggle out.
So you're saying the cycle that we have been noticing repeat time and again, but the revelation and its timing is equally important coming ahead of the FATF meeting. How exactly would this impact Pakistan's standing before the watchdog, given what you're saying? Pakistan's Prime Minister himself has admitted that Pakistan's economy will be ruined if the country is put on the FATF blacklist.
There is no doubt about that. Let me explain to your viewers that the FATF watch list, whether it's black or grey, there are only two classifications. It makes a world of a difference to a nation if you are placed on any of these lists. It affects your overall capability to do business, international business, including international trade. And Pakistan is in the throes of a major economic problem at the moment, having had to borrow money even from the IMF and from Saudi Arabia and China. They are looking forward to get more loans. There are more parts of that loan from the IMF which have yet to be given out to Pakistan. So they are in a bit of a quandary, there's no doubt. And if you notice in the last month, 6 weeks or so, there has been a huge amount of activity which has been taking place, parliamentary activity with the General Assembly, to try and make sure that those 27 conditions which have been laid down are met. We are aware that about 13, 14 of them have been met in terms of parliamentary resolutions or certain laws having been passed. But obviously, a lot of things have not yet been implemented. For example, putting many of the properties of the identified terror groups under control. That has not been done. Banking laws, a lot of them have not been enacted yet. So Pakistan is clearly on the back foot on this entire thing. And here, suddenly a new piece of evidence. Hizbul Mujahideen generally has been off the scanner for some time, but this is big news. There's no doubt that the Hizb, because the United Jihad Council is also headed by the Hizb. Syed Salahuddin is the chairman of the United Jihad Council. So obviously, Pakistan's links are absolutely alive. That is there for everyone to see.
All right, we're going to leave it there for the moment. Thanks very much. Appreciate you joining us.